Welcome to Build Out with Jim Kunkel, your go-to broadcast for learning more about business in the real world. Your host, Jim Kunkel, who is an accomplished professional in business development, sales, and marketing, and is a technical content creator along with being a rising influencer on LinkedIn. On Build Out, you'll get the latest information and knowledge from subject matter experts from across the globe. Okay, let's get this Build Out broadcast started. And here's your host, Jim Kunkel.
Hey, Ravi, welcome to Build Out.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you for having me here.
It's great to have you. You have been a guest of mine in previous episodes, and you are coming from Calgary. What are you up to tonight?
Oh, I am here a little far away from my hometown, Calgary. I'm in Lloydminster just this week. I'm teaching an ACIP 2 course here for a set of class of nice students here this week. So I'll be here all around this week and heading back to Calgary. I know Calgary is like getting cold, but now this week it's getting warmer a little bit. So I'm happy to go back.
That's great news. And I can't wait to be able to go back to Calgary one day. It's been such a long time for me to be in such a beautiful city. So what are you up to these days? Who are you working for?
Oh, I recently joined Carbaline in Calgary as business development manager, and it's been a recent shift. So been only like few weeks here on board. Until then, I was like with the key account management for AkzoNobel International Paints. That was a great tenure, almost like close to 9 years. So yeah, that's a new beginning here from this. Probably 5 weeks now on board.
Excellent. Good luck with everything. And Carbaline, what a great score to have you come on board and work with a great team at Carbaline.
Thank
you. No problem. As everyone can see, the topic that Ravi and I are going to be talking about is key account management. Ravi, you have an extensive background in key account management, business development, and sales. And I myself also do have a long-term experience and capabilities in key account management and business development. Yeah. When I think of key account management, I really think of more of an alignment with your client, your customer, in a relationship. You're not viewing them as a transactional type of an existence. You're really viewing them as a relationship, and you're partnering with them and you're working with them. What is your definition of key account management? What does it mean to you?
Yeah, if you say key account management, like you rightly put, it is working with you as a partnership. I would say go one step further up, and we'll say it's like an extension of your own company family. Like, they are going to be a part of your thing. It's like mutually beneficial. You exchange information, and you connect with the people. And then, you build that relationship for a long-term commitment between each other, mutual commitments. Yeah, that's one area that I thought that, would be a highlight that I wanted to bring. And then key accounts, they are very significant for a long-term relationship. And, there are multiple steps that you are working towards to building them. And it is also creating value between the companies, right? It's not just two companies are tied together. It's between people. So how you're working with, what's your commitment to them, and what is in return you're expecting. So there are very fine line. You don't put them all in black and white here. So hey, I'm providing this, so in return I'm expecting this. No, it is an unconditional and and an uncommitted relationship for extended period of time.
Yeah, and when we look at accounts, when we look at clients, we look at customers in sales and business development, really you want everybody to be a key account, but it can't happen that way. And there's a lot of research that needs to go, due diligence that needs to go into determine exactly who are your key accounts. And then each of them are going to have a very unique strategy. Not every client is exactly the same. The great thing about where we are today with technology, there's so much integration of technology that can be brought to bear so that you as an individual account manager or business development person, you really don't have to worry about all the logistical challenges that can happen with phone calls, emails, touch points, information, content, anything that you want to deliver to that client to keep fresh and relevant with them, but keep that relationship going. And a lot of the technologies that are out there also incorporate with marketing as well. And you can deliver, real-time information. When you look at a key account, what are some of the key metrics that you look for when it comes to a healthy relationship? And what I mean by that is, in addition to the revenue that you're generating from them, what type of activity do you want to see from your key accounts?
By and large, you say that, as we build it, there are multiple steps built into these key accounts. So first of all, that, we say that own the owner, right?
Mm-hmm.
You own. It's like a family when we say that you own the owner. It could be your key accounts could be multiple locations where you will be sitting in one part of the world, and where you are, the expanse is very wide worldwide. So how you are going to go and work out it. So what we do is, first in the foremost process is the profiling, right? We
Mm-hmm.
just wanted to get your key accounts is completely profiling, and say that where you're going to support them, what are the value propositions that we are bringing in together to them. An acronym I wanted to use here. It's called a pitch, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pitch is quite common used in our games. So we use it in the key account management pitch process. I would say first is, you just profile it, and then you just make and identify the key people you're going to work with them. It's not like one day that you're just going to go and give them some information and then walk off.
Mm-hmm.
It's a continuous process. I've been working with some of my key accounts here for the last 8 years. I have friends, more than inside the company. I have friends outside the company. So that's how your relationship, you're building it. And the third one, on top of it, is like, target your opportunities. You get that opportunities build along. So how long you're going to continue? It could be expense of a short time, or it could be something, which is happening, very short time activity, where they wanted to expect you to provide that relationship to leverage outside your normal opportunities. So I work on that as well. And the other one I would say is, create a complete, full detailed action plan. It's called, on the pitch, you say that C. And last one is hold it to your plan. So, you created everything, and then you stick and hold it to it. Maybe in the process, after, a year or two, you can go back and review and do some minor adjustment. But by and large, your value creation and value proposition, you just want to hold to it. That's where it's not a short term benefit achievement in key account management. It's a prolonged long term relationship. That is where you get the results out of it. That's
Yeah,
my
yeah. What you have covered right there is so critical and important. And the thing with it is a process to get to that point when they're really a key account, when you're having that relationship. It can take a lot to build to that point. And the other thing too is if you have some series of missteps or failures when it comes to really kind of nurturing that relationship, it can be quick to lose that. And what I've always greatly benefited from, and you have as well, is establishing that relationship where, you know, your client has your mobile phone, you have their mobile phone. If you need something, they need something. It's a quick phone call, quick action can be done. And that's the beautiful thing about having a relationship with your key accounts. And to your point earlier, you know, the revenue is important, the long-term sustainability is, but you want to make sure that you do have a mutually beneficial relationship where it's both sides feel that they're getting something from the other side as well.
true.
When you have a relationship with your clients, what typical activities do you do with them? I'm sure you go on site, you do sessions and things. Do you do any type of activities with them that might be, you know, maybe golf outings or participating in different events and meetings and things like that with them?
Yeah, yeah, definitely, yes. Yeah, there are multiple steps in building. So first is like, you educate your key accounts, identified key accounts. So what exactly your solutions are, and where they can, there are fine lines are drawn in a sales territory, right? When you're a salesman, you can go to certain extent and then you stop there. But in key accounts management, because you build the relationship, you can go like little beyond into the territory. You're stepping into their personal space sometimes, and then probably if permitted and if extended, you can even go and attend the personal events. I get invitations from my customers to go and attend their family events sometimes. Or it's just not the business relationship of golfing and you do it, but you still build that friendship. I said that would help you and go a bit a longer way in the process of like key account management building. Yes, you do it all the your usual sales tactics of like building and then presenting them whatever the value you created for that customer in your proposal or plan. I would say that transfer that into the benefits for the end user, so the receiver needs to know, oh, I'm working with so and so Ravi from this company, and like I'm just getting these benefits. So that way you offer them the benefits, and then you get in return as well much more than what we offer. So this is my experience working here in Calgary in the last, say, 10 years. So much better than go outside. Sometimes you may have to work outside your regular working hours, and you build that relationship. Go that extra mile if you require it. You are not going to do that every day. It's a once in a while opportunity, then you can do that. Yes.
Yeah, that's a great point. Ravi, we talked about the importance of what key account management is. We talked about 5 steps, really when it comes to key account management. When we're looking at really identifying key accounts, the first step, I always view it as a 3-step process. The first is to really look and do an assessment on the revenue generation potential, but also too, maybe instead of just looking at the revenue, you're looking at the opportunity. Maybe it's a market that you're looking to really get involved and engaged in. So in addition to looking at the revenue potential for this key account that you're looking to qualify, maybe they are a leader in a particular industry, and with doing business with them, that opens the door for other maybe competitors of theirs or other players that they work with in an industry. When you're looking at the growth of a key account, what are some of the things that you recommend people look into to qualify that key account?
Good question, Jim. I like that you're driving towards our area of discussion. So when you say that you talk about the key account, when you're working with them, you travel with them. When your key accounts are diversifying into the new areas, it's like one area you're going approaching and competitors, you already spoke about it. The other area of avenue that you can work along is like when they are diversifying into the new market, you are their preferred partner to go along with them. So I found that in a couple of scenarios when the market is changing, shifting in Calgary. So I got an opportunity. You are the first person to call. That is how I build it. I would always say, whenever they think of coatings or anything, I should be the first person they should come to their mind and to call. So that's level of services that you need to create that value behind it. So when they transition into their new market, obviously I'll be the one which will be traveling along with them. So this one I found a very valuable information. I thought I would share with the key account management people who wanted to venture into key account management as well.
And to some extent, and this was a topic that I covered on from last season, where you want to partner with your clients. And so not only are you looking to really establish a key account to do business with you or to work in a certain particular market, but maybe there's an opportunity for you to partner with them, help them grow their business, which in turn would help you grow your revenue and your business with them as well. The second area, when you look at how to identify a key account, is going to be what I call harmony. And what I mean by harmony is looking at your products or services. How do they work well with that client? Are you just a one product wonder with them, or is there multiple solutions that you offer? And a great example would be, obviously in the coatings industry, there's a lot of value engineering that goes on because the technology has greatly
True.
increased over the last, really think of where the products were 10 and 15 years ago, where they are today. And it seems like every 5 years, the technology and in the systems, that you're representing and that you're providing to your key accounts, it's changing rapidly. And so that offers the opportunity to do value engineering and to, in some cases, maybe you're cutting the time of a project down, or you're being able to deliver a solution that's actually more economical or gives a longer life cycle. It's so important, I think, when you look at that harmony, to say that if you have a key account, you need to be able to have multiple touch points with them, not just a singular touch
Absolutely.
point. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. And not only that, Jim. So when you are bringing up with some change products which can really bring value to their end users, so they will be your ambassadors inside the company, your key account, the relationship that you build. So the innovative products that you wanted to try even before you put it in the market, so you wanted to try that, then your key accounts will be your go-to guys where they can even give you that value and support. So it is two-way transitions. It's just not one side as well. You can build that relationship much stronger by that way. Yeah,
So,
and also, and I see that like we said in the beginning, it's just not a partnership, but a partnership is like it's kind of a bonding between with the terms and definitive terms and conditions. This is outside or beyond the partnership that you build. You are creating value by relationship, building the relationship, and there is no written documentation. Hey, you are my key account, so I am just writing this partnership document, right? It comes natural. Why
yeah.
you have a plan within your company, and just for your management and description and how you wanted to present your case at the end of the year, how you are showing that revenue. But this is outside that business plan. The relationship is that what you're creating the value in key account management.
Yeah, and with the identification of a key account, and the third and final step that I look at is related to value creation, and does this key account fit in your long term business plan? Does it fit your certain desires, let's say, or plans to work within a market? How well do they fit long term? And then also too, what is some of the orientation with that company? Are they in a growth mode, so that when you grow as a company, you're going to grow with them, and that increases the opportunity to do more business with them? What do you think when it comes to value creation?
When you say value creation, I would say it's a long-term relationship. It's an orientation, like position and grow your company prospects as well. So when you are building your initial profile with that account, with the key account, we build all these values as well along with it. So that's one area. And then hold on to your plan always. Market keep changes. Probably today's your key account, maybe those guys become they may extinct from the business, or they may go like expand and buy somebody else in the market. So you are not going to stop that relationship at that point. So you're just going to continue and support them. Probably you may adjust your business plan with them for a short period of time, and as and when you don't drop them off like straight away, right? Oh, just from now it's not happening now. So you just keep them, and then you move based on your business plan with your growth plan. You move them, like shift priorities from different levels. So that way, in my work experience, I have tiers, right? Like these
Mhm.
are my top 5 customers, then next 5, and then next 5, so that I have a business plan. For the people who are in the third tier may come to your first tier when you're working on, let's say this year, because they hit a jackpot project, we are working with them. And then they might go back to the tier 2 in a couple of years, but still you're going to maintain that the same value whatever we created in the beginning. We continue to provide it. It's only the intensity changes, right?
That's a great point. Having that plan. And the other thing too is obviously, based on certain industries. If you work in the oil and gas industry, it tends to go to a boom and a bust cycle, and that's pretty consistent. But if you're looking at infrastructure, or if you're looking to do work with, for example, Department of Defense, or you're looking to do other types of projects in different industries, sometimes they can be a little bit more stabilized. So you want to make sure that you have a well balanced, so that you don't have all your eggs in one basket. If you're pursuing just one singular or a few singular type of industries, that might not be enough diversification. To your point, when there's a boom and bust cycle, or the economic conditions might, and for example, when you're in your industry, in the coatings industry, right now there's challenges sometimes when it comes to resin, raw materials. There's I'm sorry, not the transportation, but more of the supply distribution, supply chain challenges and everything like that. So sometimes those are things that you can factor in. Sometimes they're not. But it's also good to have a good diversification, just like you do in an investment strategy. Have it with your clients as well, so that you make sure you're not just all set in one particular industry or two industries. Ravi, what a great conversation we've had on key account management. In really closing this discussion out, is there anything that we didn't talk about regarding this subject that you would want to leave with the viewers?
I personally say that we have covered more, but a lot of more and more key account management, the nomenclature or the jargons are spoken about in the market. So a lot of people think that it is the same, like it's an extension of sales, but it is little beyond sales. So probably people have to put little more value to what is key account management is, and lot of trend changes is coming in the companies. So they are moving from traditional sales to key account management. So you might see that in future, this jargon, key account management, is one of the jargon in the market. So welcome to more key account managers into this world.
Yeah, it's great to see how everything is changing. I remember starting out in sales back in 1989, and it's much different then as it's totally different today, and which is good. I mean, the things that happen today are much more beneficial for both sides, both for the buyer and also for the seller, and that relationship is super critical, especially in the type of a global economy that we all operate in today. Ravi, how can everyone get in contact with you? Do you have social media, anything like that?
Yeah, I do. I am on LinkedIn. I'm one of your LinkedIn buddies. People can reach me on my LinkedIn. Otherwise, they can reach me on my email. It's my first name, last name @carboline.com. And I also have put my my cell phone and mobile numbers in my LinkedIn. Whenever we are connected, people can reach out to me. They can message me. I'm available. I'm one of the vivid users of LinkedIn as well, so you can reach me. I'm also in Facebook and other social medias, but I'm having a low profile there. But LinkedIn is my first ones.
Excellent, and everyone, please reach out, connect with Ravi. Ravi, good luck with the course this week, and hopefully you and I, like I say, maybe we'll run into each other shortly here with if travel starts opening back up again.
I sure agree. Hope for it. Yes, definitely yes.
All
Looking
right.
forward to meet you.
All right, Ravi. Have a great day.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you for having me here again.
I hope you found value with today's Build Out broadcast. Make sure you connect with Jim on LinkedIn and subscribe to his YouTube channel. This way you'll be notified on new live streams and when new content is released. Please give today's broadcast a like and share with your connections and colleagues. Thanks for watching, and please visit buildoutproductions.com for additional content and to join the mailing list so you can keep updated on other streams and quality content from the creators on the Build Out Productions team.